Australians are meat lovers. We produce the finest in the world, and on average, each of us eats 110 kilograms of meat a year. But there's a trend away from beef, lamb, pork and chicken, with a surge in demand for different styles of meat. They're promoted as being healthier and tastier. But are they really? Well, James Thomas has taken a stab at the new cuts on the block.
Well, you can only go inside if you eat something.
Thank you.
Nice.
Delicious.
Crocodile.
Oh.
I think genuinely people nowadays want to try different things and just want to experiment with different flavours and different textures.
What is it?
Camel.
Lovely.
Oh, you're into everything.
Thanks very much, mate.
Could this man represent the modern Australian palate?
Tell me what you think of that next one, because that's a different beast.
Even nicer.
Roo. Kangaroo.
Lovely.
He chomped on Skippy, chewed on camel and didn't flinch. What about horse?
You prefer it on the racetrack or in your mouth?
All right, nice.
Australia is the 5th biggest exporter of horse meat in the world. Now you can eat it here. About time, according to Anthony Paharic.
There's definitely a much bigger range than there ever was.
The CEO of Victor Churchill Meats, Anthony says sales of wild boar, emu, crocodile, kangaroo, camel and horse are rising. And he believes it's only a matter of time before exotic meats are considered mainstream.
8 or 9 years ago, we would have struggled to sell a half a dozen rabbits a week. Nowadays, we're selling anywhere between 400 and 500 rabbits every single week.
There's all sorts of things to eat out there that are quite unusual.
And hat-winning acclaimed chef Sean Connolly believes that we should try them all if we are to progress the nation's meat-eating palate.
Is that how you eat it? You just eat it by itself? You chop it up?
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
Touring our cultural hotspots in search of the next fad in meat, I think we can safely rule out pig's uterus.
I'm sorry, I can't... I stop at uterus. I just can't eat it.
With that and intestine as a starting point, abalone, deer antler and shark fin seem tame in Chinatown.
Oh, it's pretty diverse, isn't it?
Yeah.
They use every part of the animal, from nose to tail.
Or nose to foot. Chicken feet have long been a staple of Asian cuisine. It's unlikely to knock beef off its perch in Australia.
I think the Chinese do a really good job of masking flavours. Don't you think?
I mean, why eat meat if you've got to mask everything?
Next on Sean's list was jellyfish. Hardly what I'd call a meat, but definitely an experience, as was the trip to the halal butcher.
We've got ox tongues.
A lamb's head.
Oh, well, I think that's a goat's head.
Goat's head on the barbecue may be some time off. However, a final stop for a goat's curry proved a winner all round.
It's really a healthy meat as well. It's low in cholesterol. It's not very fatty meat. A lot of people enjoy eating goat all around the world.
Kangaroo is one of the most healthiest meats.
Mel Nathan is a dedicated fan in the push to get more Australians eating kangaroo, but says people are still a little intimidated.
They know it's available, but they just don't know what to do with it once they get it.
And so Mel has spent the last year writing a book of kangaroo recipes to convince us all to start eating Skippy.
I ate my way around restaurants for 2 years, speaking to all of our top chefs.
Australia's kangaroo population ranges between 30 and 57 million kangaroos. 3 million are killed each year. It's also better for the environment than beef, with less methane production and less damage done to the land because of their soft feet. But for some, it is still the national symbol.
I feel a little bit weird eating kangaroo.
Without question, our biggest challenge is it's the mental picture, I suppose. People are... That's the biggest hurdle, I suppose, with products like this.
But the Vic Meats boss says he's committed to bringing new experiences to his customers.
Ultimately, they'll tell you, they'll give you the feedback, they'll tell you whether they like it or they don't.
What do we got? OK, well, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to get you to eat it first and tell me if you like it.
Nice.
Yeah? Horse.
Oh, really?
Yep.
What's happening there?
Taste it again. It's a lucky dip.
Here we go. What is it?
Crocodile.
I'm going to get a chicken.